Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to my comic reading of the Homestuck webcomic. I screwed that up already. So, last time we got to see the Colonel Sprite thing fuse with the grandmother's ashes. We got to see a bit more of John's shenanigans, and we were sadly introduced to Dave's weird obsession with rapping. And we got to see a bunch of Rose's living conditions, which was really interesting, honestly. So, yeah. I'm supposed to say something else in these intros. Something along the lines of, don't forget to like and subscribe today to keep up to date with my readings and whatnot. And let's get into it, shall we? Because I'm really eager to see what happens next. There's this really cool dude, okay? He's standing around being all chill, like cool dudes are known to do sometimes. A cool dude like this probably has a real cool name, but he probably wouldn't just tell you what it was if you asked. He'd be way too busy for that, busy being totally sweet. If you could always try to guess... If you could always try to guess... You could always try... Blah! What is this? I got tripped up here. But you could always try to guess his name, and if you were right, he might nod ever so slightly. That's a cool dude's way of letting you know there might be just... Okay. What did it say? Insufferable prick! Guy doesn't have time for this sort of bullshit. Dave Strider. Oh, man. Dude, your copies of the game are sitting right here next to you. Your name is Dave. It is an unreasonably warm April day. Your bedroom window is open to let some air in, and your fan is cranked. Arguably, even more cranked would be your fly peats, which brings us to your variety of interests. A cool dude like you is sure to have plenty. You have a penchant for spinning out unbelievably ill jams with your turntables and mixing gear. You like to rave about bands no one's ever heard of, but you collect weird dead things preserved in various ways. You're an amateur photographer and operate your own makeshift darkroom. You maintain a number of ironically humorous blogs, websites, and social networking working profiles. Ugh. And if the inspiration strikes, you won't hesitate to drop some fat rhymes on a mofo and represent. What the fuck? What will you do? Quickly retrieve arms from cinder blocks. Nah. Get the damn beta and save your friend's life. This notion strikes you as nonsensical. You can't imagine how a video game could save someone's life, and in any case, you're quite sure no one you know is in any danger. Anyway, these are your copies of the beta you received in the mail recently. You've labeled them with your name in bold red print to distinguish them from your bros copies, who labeled his in kind. Neither of you really gives a shit about this game or has any intention of playing it, but you'll be damned if you let that get in the way of your campaign of one-upmanship. Dave, play it like a goat and piss on your turntable. You would never consider allowing any fluid even remotely resembling urine to touch your beloved turntables. that would risk breaking them in a world without the gift of your godly science just doesn't sound like a place you want any part of. While you're at it, you might as well wipe out human civilization with a meteor or something ridiculous like that, which will probably never happen. That sort of thing only happens in stupid idiot movies for stupid idiots. You will, however, contemplate bleeding like a goat for ironically humorous purposes at a later date. Examine the closet. This is your closet. This is where you keep a lot of your crap. Like that box and that bottle of... What is that? Is that... Check the blue box. This is the package that your friend... This is the package that your friend, John Egbert, sent you for your 13th birthday a little while ago. It now contains nothing except a note in a certificate of authenticity vouching for the genuine Hollywood memorabilia, which the box originally contained, and which you are now wearing to be ironic, but also to be incredibly cool in a way somehow intangibly related to the ironic nature of the accessory. You find it sort of exasperating to explain these subtleties to people. The box also included a signed photo of Ben Stiller, which now proudly hangs above your closet, proudly and ironically. Okay, Dave, take box. What is this? Oh, God, it's math. You captcha-log the box through your hash map fetch modus. Your modus's current hash function resolves the index by valuing each constant at 2 and each val at 1. The total is divided by your number of cards, and the remainder is the index. The box is captcha-logged in card 5. Examine jar of unknown yellow substance in the closet. Oh, hell yes. It's an unopened container of apple juice. You thought you were all out. It's like fucking Christmas up in here. This is so great. You've got to tell John about this immediately. He'll be so excited. Take the juice. Alright, so your Silodex isn't as great as you think it is. Sure, it's got a 0 and a 9, so it's arguably more space. But if all of your items get sent to random things... And what happens if you try to captcha-log 2 things that register as 5? Or 7? Like, what? In addition to letting your buddy know about this outstanding juice windfall, you figure you'll wish him a happy birthday while you're at it, in your own cool, sort of roundabout way, of course. Good thing you looked at that box he sent you, or you might have forgotten. You also might as well ask him about that beta. The kid's been harping about it for weeks. It would be cool if it came on his birthday. He'd be one happy camper. Oh, God, this conversation. Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? I got a Little Monsters poster. It's so awesome, I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny. Oh, hell, that's such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It's so... Okay, wait a minute. Isn't this just the same conversation from the first few pages? Do I really have to rate this? View sites indicative of your interests. Okay. View site, okay. You open the Hephaestus web browser and direct it to your ironically maintained blog where you post monthly satirical reviews of Game Bro magazine. Your latest post is a review of the March issue. Why would you make this? You've been meaning to write a review for the latest issue too, but you've been sort of dodging it. Or dogging it? Something about the game they're reviewing just doesn't strike you as ripe for satirical purposes. In a new tab, you open another one of your sites, a webcomic ironically maintained through a satirical cipher vaguely similar to that of your blog. It's called Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Oh, no, what? Can't wait to be a useless piece of shit all day and play all these games. Fuck, I'm falling down all these stairs. I warned you about stairs, bro. Keeps happening. I told you about the stairs. What the hell? Okay, well this is strange. I'm pretty certain this is also one of, I'm pretty certain this is also one of the, guys, Andrew Hussey's, previous works. You have legions of devoted fans, most of whom are totally convinced of your creative persona sincerity, which is just how you like it. Dave, check the latest page of the Midnight Crew. You figure as long as you're chilling at your computer, you might as well see how the new MSPA story is going. You haven't looked at it in a while. Oh, jeez. Okay. Warren would jam in the first place. Oh, okay. So, while John looked at this, he didn't actually seem to do anything with it. Okay. You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in complexity, your schemes convoluted. You are planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? Use Occam's razor on plans and schemes. Spade Slick uses Occam's razor to carve a circular hole into the heist plans, freeing it from the knife. You wonder what moron would jam the knife so hard into the table in the first place. Climb ladder and exit hideout, implement nefarious plots. Okay. You push against the manhole cover, but it seems some unbelievable jackass has parked your getaway van on top of it. A familiar feeling stirs. That feeling is overwhelming, soul-blackening rage. It's the sort of rage that'll make a man feel totally justified in sporting an unnecessarily elaborate assortment of fancy blades. Skip ahead 100 pages or so. You don't remember where you last left off, so you jump way ahead. You always forget to save your places in the story. It looks like tempers have become short in this pressure cooker already. You speculate that the tipping point may have been an ill-advised motion for a game of 52 pickup. Save your place, read it later. Even though the adventure began recently, it's already over, 3,000 pages long. You just don't have time for this bullshit. You'll catch up later. Besides, it looks like someone's pestering you. You're pretty sure you know who it is. In some cultures, an persistent refusal of a lady's invitation to play a game with her would be a sign wanton disrespect. Either that, or flagrant homosexuality. What? Oh, no, look, I'm busy, okay? I've got a lot of shit on my plate. I'm sort of a big deal, okay? Wow! I know. Sometimes I wonder how you're ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile when you're always overhearing and odd voices whisper, it's that guy who has a blog. Seriously, dudes be worshipping left and right. I can't hardly walk down the street without stepping over torsos of the prostate. Okay. Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of differential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adapting the art of parkour to your unique environment would help. Yeah, I mean, damn, like, there's the scruffy little shit at an orphan or something, I don't know, face flush on the pavement. I'm like, dude, you listening for a stampede of buffalo or something? He braves to look at me, then gives my shoe a little kiss and scurries the fuck off. Heavy as the crown. Yeah, not kicking Oliver Twist in the fucking face every day is my gift to the world, I guess. Breathtaking magnanimity, among other things. I just give and fucking give. Indeed, nary a jewel tumbles from your wish box of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're just lobbying for me to play that damn game. Baseless accusation. Look, I'm telling you, Egbert is all about that game. He'll play it with you and probably be tickled retarded about it. I know this very well. I cannot hasten his mail's delivery, however. Yeah. I'll hassle him some more about it, and look, how about this? If you ever find yourself in the position where your life depends on me playing that piece of shit game, then I'll play. Will that make you happy? More than you know. It perfectly mollifies my grief over the demise of chivalry. John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing! Bump, 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 bump. Meanwhile, in the present, in a place where the present may be a concept of dubious merit, John is spacing out, but a vague and forceful thought jolts him to attention. Or maybe it is the bumping sound coming from the other side of the door. What is that? Where am I now? I've been trying to keep track, but goddamn. Alright, so I think I am close to the end here. Or at least close to the end of this episode, so let's just see who's on the other side of the door. A thick, unpleasant fluid pools from beneath the door. Trouble! Investigate this! There's a trail of this fluid in the hall leading to your room. Placing hauntingly sick boots. You had enough of the computer for a while. You feel like you've been messing around on it all week. It's time to get your jam on. You pull up your trusty AKA MPC 1000 sampler. Prepare to get... Okay. Whatever. Oh, I have to do this. Okay. F1, F2, F3 buttons. Oh, okay. None of these sound very good together. I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna go on ahead. Take a sip of the apple juice despite what John said. Those beets were so fresh they belong in the produce aisle. No, they really don't. It's what you're talking about, but... Soccer moms... Okay, wait, what? What is all of this? After beets... Okay. It would be a crime not to reward yourself with a celebratory swig. Why? Why does that look like that? You can't do it! John's got you all twisted up inside now. All you can think about is Mandel's gross monster piss. Damn you, Egbert! You recapture the juice. Allocate sword to strife specibus. Blade kind. Your strife specibus is already allocated, but the blade kind abstratus. There's no need to allocate it. You can wield your sweet ninja sword as a weapon once it is in your strife deck, but you will have to captchalogue it first before moving it there. Captchalogue the sword. The ninja sword occupies the same card as the juice, expelling the juice from your Silodex. Oh my god, okay. It splashes all over your turntables and your copies of the beta. Get a towel or something. You head out to get a towel from the bathroom across the hall. You glance at one of the many radical puppets in your bro's collection and nod in approval. Is there anything not awesome about your bro? No, you think not. That's adorable. You enter the bathroom. There is a damp towel on the floor you can probably use for this crisis. You stop to pay a little respect to one of your bro's boys up there. Hey, little man, how's it hanging? Oh. Captchalogue the damp towel. You take the damp towel, spelling the box. Search the bathroom for something slightly less damp. Nah, you just decide to wring this towel out into the toilet to make it less damp. It is now just a towel. Dude, your life is hell. Why do you think this is okay? You take the towel and grab the box again while you're at it. Clean up the juice. Okay. You clean up the juice with the towel and hang the damp beta envelopes on your line to dry off. In the breeze of the fan, the betas jostle near the open window. This arrangement is a little disconcerting. If they fell out, it sure would be a stupid way to lose them. Turn off the fan. The crisis is easily averted. You can't imagine it will ever resurface later in any way, shape, or form. That beta is as good as yours forever. You should probably go pester Egbert again. You wonder if he found the beta yet. You also might chat about your respective Silodexes and fetch modi. If the topic happens to come up, you wonder if he's anywhere near as smooth with his Silodex as you are. Probably not. It's probably not even humanly possible. Suddenly, a rambunctious crow flies in the open window and snatches the beta, possibly to make a nest with, or maybe just for the sake of being a brainless, feathery asshole. What? You yell at the bird. Stop! You killed it! You accidentally launch your ninja sword. Everything goes flying out the window, dead bird and all. No one can ever know about this. Look out the window. Yeah, you can kiss all that stuff goodbye. You feel sorry for the bird, but, you feel sorry for the bird, but at least you never planned on ever using that beta ever. Anyway, now that that bit of ugliness is behind you, you guess you can look forward to several more hours of messing around in your room. Whoa, weird what? Witness. You... Oh, okay. Oh, I see. The perspective's getting dragged out all over the place. There's Rose in her house. There's the ugly statue thing. Okay. You prepare to descend the stairs to your living room. You are standing eye to eye with a familiar foe. A 20-foot-tall granite statue of the mighty wizard, Zazarpan the Learned. Your mother had him installed through a hole in the roof with a heavy-duty crane. Just look at that mystical gaze. To peer into those aloof, glassen eyes is to arrest the curiosity of any mortal. To behold the wisdom concealed in the furrows of that venerable face is to know the ceaseless joys of bewonderment itself. Any man so fortunate as to catch askance his merry twinkle or twitch of whisker shall surely have all his dreams fulfilled. Okay, whatever. And the little eye twitch. You find this grisly abomination utterly detestable. Psychoanalyze mother's love of wizards. There is nothing to psychoanalyze. Your mother clearly has no real affinity for these damnable things. She only collects them to spite you. If anything, she finds them even more repellent than you do. She's just a committed woman. Wow. Go downstairs to the kitchen back door. Oh my god, you weren't kidding. It really is 20 feet tall. Oh. Again, with the weird doll mannequin things. There was a jester in John's house, and now there's this thing in your house. Okay. You descend to the living room area of your home's expensive open layout. There is the sound of rushing water beneath the floor. It tends to strike guests as a strange presence in a living space, but it's become hardly audible to you through familiarity. There's the front door, but hopefully there's no need to make the long trek around the house in the rain. You might as well see if you can slip through the kitchen and out the back out unnoticed. View mother's solid copper vacuum statue. Okay, but it's bronze, not copper. But it wasn't always. A while ago, you gave this as an ironic gift to your mom for Mother's Day. You even customized it with a drink holder to support one of her ubiquitous alcoholic beverages. She liked the gift so much, she had it bronzed and put on this pedestal. She even left it plugged in so it can still be turned on now and then, but never to do any cleaning. It never leaves this display. Sometimes at night when you're in your room, you can hear it wailing from downstairs. She must know you can hear it. She's completely deranged. Grab the Eldritch Princess. It's too big to captchalogue. Not that you would have to move it anyway. The pretty princess doll has been sitting there for months, ever since your mother got this abomination for your birthday. It's a totally passive-aggressive gesture. You decided to make it much less abominable by knitting Her Majesty a new head and new arms. Now it brings a mischievous smile to your face whenever you walk by. Your mother hasn't removed the doll yet, and probably never will. She would never be the one to blink first. Okay, so you added these to the doll yourself. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. A quiet umbrella for protection from the elements. Okay. I still have no understanding of how your captcha functions. You're going to have a hell of a time accessing that card when you need it. You guess you'll just cross that bridge later. Peek inside the kitchen. Alright. The liquor bottles are out in full force. Mom is surely nearby. Oh, you weren't kidding about the drunken displays, were you? Investigate ritually colored object in the middle of the screen. This will be your refrigerator, whose surfaces have customarily served as the battlefield for a chilly siege of passive-aggressive one-upmanship. This was a drawing you did of your cat Jasper's when you were younger, along with a poem about him. Your mother bought this ostentatious $15,000 frame for it and had it welded to the door. Wow! This woman has no sense of priorities, does she? Using the colorful magnet letters, you recently left a succulent, I can't say that word, message, which may or may not have been directed toward anyone in particular, but you couldn't find the letter W, so you just stuck two V's together. Shrew! Your mother then purchased a fresh pack of W's and left them there for your convenience. Oh, okay. Appreciative of the thoughtful gesture, you left her a sincere thank you note, which you had legally notarized and then marked with a drop of blood. But part of it was touching the floor, so your mother was kind enough to lift the lower portion of the document with a velvet pillow. Oh, okay. So this actually is a bit of a competition. What the hell? Attach a W to the face as a fake mustache. This is incredibly silly, and you're not sure how it fits into your campaign against your mother, or getting your computer back online to escape your doom. But it's hard to resist getting a little silly sometimes, especially when you're absolutely positive no one is watching. Captcha log the W. Okay. But an unsightly void in the W pack won't do, nor will the gash in the plastic. You deposit 12 cents in its place, which is your approximation of the letter's value. You also make a vow to return later and neatly sew the plastic shut. Think of ways to one-up Mother. You now wonder how to address the pillow situation. It seems the woman has you at a clear disadvantage. Perhaps slipping a fresh doily under the pillow will do the trick. Or perhaps spilling a bit of Worcestershire sauce on it, and then having it dry cleaned and returned along with a laboriously ingratiating apology. No, there's no time for anything like that. Or maybe, just thinking out loud here, you could use the entire pack of W's as M's. Oh, yes, that would burn. But you've already done something with the W pack, and there's no need to go back and gild that lily. This is delicate business, and that pillow is screaming for rebuttal. Captchalogue the velvet pillow. You decide to take the velvet pillow and lovingly embroider a poem in praise of motherhood on it. Hopefully you can pull this off before she notices it's gone. But it causes your tree to be pretty badly unbalanced. It surely will auto-balance itself in a moment. And just like that, the umbrella becomes accessible in the root card. That's one of the things you love about the tree modus. The happy surprises. But if you take the umbrella, won't everything else fall out? Because it's the root? Head out the back door. Okay. Oh. Wow, she showed up out of nowhere. Okay, enough's enough. Time to get going. You don't know how she does that. You're never safe in this house. And of all things to be doing during a power outage, she's up to her ironic housewife routine again. That mop bucket doesn't even have any water in it. What an absolute madwoman. Hop over counter, landing in a roll. This bird's gotta fly! Youth roll! Lousy goddamn stupid wizards. Meanwhile, in the past again. You're almost done patching up the hole in your window with the gaffer tape? Is that, like... oh my god, I forgot the word for it. Fuck it. But it's sort of hard to get any work done with people when people keep pestering you all day. I guess you better get that. Answer chum. Oh, hey. Hi, Dave. Hey, sup? Not much sup with you, bro. Haha, good one. It's alright being chill, I guess. You know how it goes. Great. Feeling cool today? Mr. Cool Guy? Ah, man, you know it. So cool. You know shit is ice cold up in here. Shit is wicked bananas, I'm telling you. So, have you talked with John today? Yeah, we were just talking a while ago about how he sucks at his Celodex. Can you believe he uses Stack? That kid is ridiculous. Lol. Well, that doesn't sound like much fun. What was it you use again? Wait, never mind. I forgot whenever we talk about your goofy moduses. I get a migraine. What do you want with John? I want to tell him happy birthday and ask him about his birthday package. Oh, yeah, I was being sort of cagey and told him to check the mail because I was wondering if mine came yet. I think it did. Yeah? And I think mine came too. So, I guess you want to know if he likes it or something. No. He will not open it. He will lose it. Oh, well, sorry to hear that, I guess. No, it's good, actually, because he'll find it again later when he really needs it. Which, of course, is why I sent it in the first place. See, like, I never get how you know these things. I don't know. I just know that I know. Alright. Anyway, I have to go. I have to feed back which is always a bit of an undertaking. Man, if I were you, I would just take that fucking devil beast out behind the woodshed and blow its head off. I don't think I could if I tried. Yeah, say hi to your granddad for me too, okay? Hmm. Yes, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It is usually intense. Yeah, isn't it always with family? But he sounds like a total badass. Yeah, he totally is. Anyway, gotta go. See ya. Okay, wait, so Jay does know something. This is when we find out her family were like the developers of sperm, isn't it? Because how else would she know? It'll be handy to have your phone on standby so you won't always have to go back to your computer whenever someone pesters you. This way you can text message people no matter where you are or what outrageously cool thing you're up to. Uh, uh, so cool. John, pursue adversary into that room. And even meaner while, in the present, sort of, once again the slippery antagonist eludes you. You only find more of these unpleasant, oily smears. Someone is pestering you. Both your PDA and computer register the message. This chum will know what to do. Alright, I'm out of my room, now looking for my bros game. Oh, good. Yeah, there is no sign of Rose yet. I hope she's okay. Well, if she comes back, I'll be ready. You better know what you're talking about, because this could get ugly. Brought my phone, and I also took my awesome katana with me, in case things get too hot to handle. And they always do. You mean that cheap piece of shit you have on your wall? Fuck you! It's sharp, and it's awesome, and it's a sword. End of story. Okay, I don't really care. I'm in my room again. I really think there's someone else in this house. Like monsters or something. Howie? I wish. Dude, monsters aren't real. That's stupid kid stuff for stupid babies. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. What are you, an idiot? Of course there are monsters in your house. You're in some weird evil monster dimension. Come on. Skepticism is the crutch of cinematic troglodytes. Troglod? Oh my god, what? Troglodytes. Okay. Like, hey, Mom, Dad, there's a dinosaur or a ghost or whatever in my room. Yeah, right, Junior, go back to bed. Fuck you, Mom and Dad. How many times are we going to watch this trope unfold? It wasn't goddamn funny the first time I saw it. Just once I'd like to see Dad crap his pants when a kid says there's a vampire in his closet. Oh shit, everyone in the minivan! Be fucking Dad of the Year right there. Okay, stop. What do I do? What do you have? What do you have? A hammer? Man, so lame. Okay, whatever. You should look into weaponizing your Silodex. My bro is always getting on my case about it, but man, it's not as easy as it sounds. But if you're fighting monsters left and right, and you don't have much choice. Okay, I guess I can read up on data structures some more. How's it going there? I'm out in the living room. He's usually here, but I don't see him. Might be playing his mind games. He's always pulling this ninja shit. All I see is little Cal over there, so I guess he can't be far. Oh god, so lame. What? See, I just don't know why you think it's cool. His ventriloquist rapping thing. Oh, little Cal? No, man. Little Cal's the shit. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm just saying that being a white guy who's a rapper with a ventriloquist doll is not cool by any stretch of the imagination or by any definition of the word cool. Ironic or otherwise, that's all I'm saying. Wow, hold up, wait. So his brother not only raps, but does it while ventriloquist. What's that word? Like throwing your voice or something like that? Now that is something impressive I would love to see. Cal is dope, puppets are awesome, John Egbert blows the end. Yeah, more like the opposite of all those things is the thing that is true. I'm going to read. Good luck with your bro. Read your book, stay weary of these foes. What the hell is that? Monsters. Only idiotic babies who poop in their diapers believe in that stuff. Youth roll right out the front door. Strife! I grieve! Aggress! Passive? Empty suicide threat! Cheer? Oh, she got her a pony. It's actually kind of adorable. Oh. Lipstick. Did you just buy your mom off with an alcoholic beverage? What was that? You did! Looks like Mom has satisfied her strife quota for the day. She simply returns to her housework. No point in going out the front door anymore. Might as well head out the back like you originally planned. First, be the pony. Second, trample Mom. You can't be this stupid pony, and frankly, you can't imagine why anyone would want to. But you give the pony a begrudging pat on the snout anyway. My name is Maplehoof. John, turn around! Chapter 7. God damn it, why do I even bother? Wow! You managed to get all the way to Chapter 7 in that small amount of time? Alright. Good news, finally, your revolting incompetence can be put to use instead of accidentally firing a Silodex full of steak knives into a priceless oil painting or your beloved great aunt. You can turn that fumbling fury toward one of your foes, such as the ability to grasp painfully simple concepts. The bad news. I'm tired of explaining myself hoarse to you, or you gibbering fuckwats. In this chapter, I will be phoning it in with the liberal use of diagrams and shitty clip art. What are you going to do about it? You are going to wiggle in your own viscous secretions like the worms you are, that's what. Here, learn something for a change. Okay, so... Alright, I thought that was a mistake or an error, but I guess it's an actual function to be shooting things at people. Okay. Asshole notes! Purse your lips together to form a stiff pucker. Apply them firmly. Oh, okay. Wow, hello. Human mind. Wow, okay. I am not reading that out loud. You're trying to read, okay? This book is already unpleasant enough as it is, without weird voices in your head nagging you to do things. Besides, I thought we already agreed there's no such thing as monsters. And you're dead. Fine, you'll interrupt your reading and turn around, but you don't see what could possibly be so... Oh my god, it's a monster. Strife! Shale him. Don't move or the bunny gets it. Aggrieve! Did John just knock himself out with his own sledgehammer? He really needs to work on that upper body strength. Oof. You leave through the back door. Nearby is the transformer, which distributes electricity from the underground generator powered by the river flowing beneath your house. The transformer was struck by lightning, though, and no longer works. You wonder if your mother has any plans to have it fixed. You guess she'd rather just play her mind games in a dark house like a weirdo. You can see the mausoleum and the portable generator across your backyard. You're almost there. Use umbrella. You regather your items and begin the soggy trek mausoleum ward. Get up, John, this is no time for slumber, says the narrator. Strife! Whoa, hold up, wait, what? How do I attack? You almost won. Forget the W and make haste to the mausoleum. Retrieving the W never even crossed your mind. It's just a stupid magnet. Oh, that is actually getting bad. John, salvage your weapon and fight on. What are you doing? Oh, hello. Something's there, under the rabbit. You said, put the bunny back in the box! Now, why wouldn't he put the bunny back in the box? Now, why couldn't he put the bunny back in the box? Oh, the bottom opened. No, Exalt. Victory, spoils are yours. Okay. What is this? The amazing victory allows you to scale the first 2 achievement rungs on your Ecolader. Is that also part of the game? You are now a plucky tot with a new feather in your cap to show for it. The Ecolader rewards your bold ascent with 125 boon dollars. You waste little time in storing them in your ceramic pork hollow. Piggy bank, you mean? Okay. Additionally, climbing the rungs has boosted your gel viscosity and catch limit. What does any of that mean? Oh, okay, we can put more in here now. By expanding your catch limit, you have made room for all that nice grist you just collected. You now have 32 fragments of build grist and 10 fragments of shale. What about that card? Strife Specibus, bunny kind. It seems the shale imp had allocated the bunny to its Strife Specibus. Sort of a stupid thing to use for a weapon, but you might as well grab it and stick the bunny in your Strife deck while you're at it. It will at the very least be safer there. Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. So, Hold on a moment. Monsters aren't supposed to be real. This monster was, and this monster had a strife specibus. But outside of this world, all humans have strife specibus. And when they apply something to it, they're permanently stuck with it. Does that mean that if you went on a mass murder spree in the human world, you could theoretically have multiple strife specibus from other people? That is a concerning, little tidbit there. Alright. Okay. Bunny kind, handle kind. Strife portfolio. You group the two specibi in your strife portfolio. No self-respecting strifer would be caught dead without one. Gather the scattered bits of your large hammer. Oddly enough, it seems breaking the sledgehammer altered the abstratus from hammer kind to handle kind, even going as far as expelling the head of your smaller hammer from your deck to force compliance. You didn't even notice in the heat of the battle. It grabbed the sledgehammer handle, expelling the useless Harley Quinn figurine. Now repair the hammer. Oh, this is weird. You merge the sledgehammer head with its handle and return it to your strife deck, repairing the hammer kind apparatus, abstratus in the process. The smaller hammer handle is ejected from the deck, since, of course, handles of any sort no longer belong in there, obviously. Fine, now what? Dave is pestering you, but you don't have time to deal with his nonsense right now. Something is amiss in your room. You can't quite put your finger on it. Alright. I'm going to leave this video off here. We had a lot of interesting things happen in this video today. Getting to see Dave's really terrible living conditions in that apartment. Seeing how Rose interacts with her mother. And I really liked the fact that John finally got a bit of a spotlight on his combat, though he wasn't particularly good at it. So, yeah, I'm leaving things off here. If you like this sort of stuff, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to keep up to date on all of my latest uploads. And if you didn't like it, that's fine too. There's plenty of other stuff here on the channel to watch. Later, everybody. Bye.